Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of this wig and just updating you guys on what's been going on with me. I feel like I've done so many videos just speeding through, and I just wanted to slow it down a little bit so I could just talk to you guys about what's new with me, what's going on with me, because a lot have changed since I gave y'all that update video. Like, it's crazy because like I can give y'all an update video, my life will literally change like everything the next minute. It's so annoying, but it is what it is. I got this wig literally just, I winged it. I was just, you know, I always go on like the wig websites and I look through to see any like fun, pretty colorful wigs to slay or that I can try. And I found this one. I was like, oh, this is different. It's not only green, but it's crimped and it's big. And I was like, you know what? I have to have this. So I picked, I bought it. So this is not sponsored. Sorry. I just have a really dry mouth because I am on some new medication. So if I look a little out of it, it's because I'm just taking some new medication. I'll get into that. And it's making me very, very dehydrated and thirsty. So I have to constantly drink water and get that all situated. So this wig, I think I threw the card away, because usually like when I get my wigs, I'm so messy. I like bust them open, throw away all the cards, and just want to see the wig. This is the Let's Lace wig, deep part with baby hair lace. And the color is olive green. This is the packaging it came in. I think like I said, I threw the card away. So it's by MOTOWN TRESS. There we go. So it's MOTOWN TRESS's Let's Lace wig, deep part lace with baby hair. Do not mind my hair. Like I said, I don't know if you guys know, but I shaved my head the third time. Yeah, I shaved my head the third time because, you know, I shaved my head when I was 20. I told you guys that story. And then I shaved it again on my channel. I think I still have that video up. And I was living with roommates at the time. I believe I was like 26. I don't remember. I have bad memory. But if you guys remember, let me know below. And I shaved it again when I moved back in with my mom, because you guys know I lived with roommates and I moved back in with my mom. So I shaved it again because I had relaxed my hair. I don't know, it's like I went natural and then I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I need my hair relaxed. I accident and I didn't take care of it because all I wear is wigs. So it got damaged. So I was like, you know, I'm cutting this shit off again. So I cut it off, I would say like May 2021. I have the pictures in my Snapchat, so I can like go back to the dates, but I don't remember. But I'll insert a picture right here. That's when I shaved my head. So far it's been growing. I'm gonna go natural. I am natural. I'm staying natural. I think that's best for me. I think what it is like I'll cut my hair and I'll expect it to look fabulous as soon as I cut it, and that's not the case when it comes to, you know, well, for me, when it comes to my hair goes through a lot of awkward stages where it's, you know, and a lot of other black women, it's really short, TWA, teeny weeny afro. It's not what you can do with it, especially if you don't have a certain hair texture. Like if you have a certain hair type, you can like slick it down with gel and like kind of like give it like a side part and slick it down and have this short, like slick down cute look. But I don't have that type of hair. So like my hair needs a lot to be slicked down. This wig has, nope. Oh, it has two clips in the front, two little, really small, tiny clips. You guys can see that. The tiny clips that go right here and right here, not my favorite. You guys know I like the large clips that go right there just because it holds the wig better in your head if you have short hair like me. It has a small clip in the back as well, not a large clip, a very small clip. And it has the straps, you know, all the way comes with the straps, child. You know, I don't gotta get into that, but all the way has the straps. If you hear music playing, I live in New York, if you're new. And I live in an area where it's very busy. Like literally in my living room in the front window, it's like the street view. So you'll hear cars and people and stuff like that. And it's like 4:30 right now. So like people are getting off of work and it's Friday. So you might hear a little bit of noise. So just try to ignore that. But these are the straps, you guys can see. These are my Ebron Tinted Lace spray and medium dark brown. So I'm just gonna spray it. I don't really gotta spray much because it's literally already brown. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of air on it. Oh, it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in. On it just so it can like. That's it. literally don't need a lot because this wig is like already tinted. I'll put it on like this. So let me tell y'all what's been going on with me. So after I did that video, a lot has changed literally with my life. Ooh, this is tight. It's tight, but it feels good. So I'm just adjusting the back. You guys enjoy the Super Bowl the other night? Like, I betted, and I usually never bet. I'm not a bettor, I'm not a gambler, whatever. And my boyfriend, we were together, and he was like, you know, you gotta bet on the game, da 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 da. And I was like, no, I'm not betting my money. I don't care if it's $5, $10, I'm not betting my money. I know the LA Rams are gonna win. So I betted for the LA Rams and they won, and I won some money. So I was super excited about that. I was like, yes, I won some money, child. But anyway, so my boyfriend moved back from LA to New York. He does not live in LA anymore. So that whole me moving to LA, starting a whole new LA life is over, child. We moved back to New York because it was a lot of things going on, things that I can't get into on camera, private things that he was going through in LA when it came to his career in music. I would say his musical style is very New York. Like, it has some LA elements in it, and I'm gonna cut the lace now. This lace is mad thick too. I don't like it. This lace is mad like chunky and thick. I'll play Midnight Hours a little bit for you guys so I could just give you guys an example. So this is Midnight Hours.
From a city with niggas will run you for your biggie. Get to the face, make you dance like Shiggy. Rolling with 30s and 60s, rest in peace, Nipsey. I'm in LA, I got big, you with me. Fuck a meal, my first deal gon' be like 250.
Hours is very gritty, it's very New York. You can hear that he's inspired a lot by where he grew up, New York City, Flatbush, Brooklyn. And then Rico Bone is very like, it's very Bone Thugs, but also it has like a little bit of like a LA vibe to it. I don't know, y'all let me know, so I'm gonna play it right now. So you tell me if Rico Bone has an LA vibe to it.
That Lil John Riga no snitch though. You probably be fucking your bitch though. This that 03, yeah, that fifth flow. I'ma die trying to get rich though. Put on for my whole gang and all the bad bitches wanna hang with them. Ain't too many that can bang with them. Like A-Wax, old John Kane and them. Plain Jane and no bust down with no deuce.
So yeah, his musical style is very LA, New York, but ultimately his heart is here. I also had a lot of like, you know, worries and stuff as far as moving to LA, because you know LA is a big, it's way bigger, you know, than New York. It's big. So, you know, LA had a lot of places where you have to drive, and you know, I'm just starting to learn how to drive. I'm still learning every day. I still practice. Definitely in a few months I want to take my permit. I just have a lot going on right now, but when I get the time in a few months I want to take my permit. So I wasn't ready to move to LA, especially not driving. And you know, I just feel like for me to just up and leave somewhere where I've only been one time to move, it was just a lot. And I was kind of like, but because of love, and you know, I'm in love, and you know, my boyfriend at the time, he was telling me that he doesn't want to move back to New York. Like, that's what he was telling me. I don't want to move back to New York. So I was like, well, you know what? If I want to build a life with you, I'm going to move to LA with you, you know, for his career. Just like if I was, you know, in the music industry or whatever I was into and I wanted to move, I would hope that he would, you know, move with me. Just, you know, pretty much doing what he felt was comfortable. And I also felt like, you know, while I'm in LA, I could pursue the nursing degree, because New York is really limited when it comes to LPNs, LVNs, you know. LA has a lot of those programs. You know, New York doesn't have a lot of those programs. New York just literally has CNA, like one LPN program I know about. You can research it, and a whole bunch of RN programs that's super, super competitive to get into. So, you know, I also found my little thing to do there. I was like, okay, well, I could just pursue nursing while I'm out here. But long story short, he moved back to New York. And he decided that New York is where he wants to, where we want to build our family at, is New York City. And I was actually low-key happy because I'm a New Yorker. Like I was raised in Harlem, you know, I born and raised Harlem, New York City, you know, it's just who I am, you know. So, you know, I have nothing wrong. You know, I love LA. It's a beautiful place, but it's just not me. I am not moving to LA. He lives back here in New York, and what we're trying to do right now is we're focused on getting a place together because we both live with our family, and we're focused on getting a place together out here right now, and eventually starting a family in a few years. I see everybody starting families. Miss Rihanna's pregnant, not in just celebrity life, but like even in my own family, like a lot of my cousins and stuff, they've been had kids around like before they hit their 30s. So it's like, I feel that pressure a little bit, especially being 31. I feel that, pressure from my mom and like family, like, oh, you're 31. And I'm turning 32 in April 6th. So we're in like towards the end of February. So like in a month or so, I'll be 32. So, you feel that pressure once you hit your 30s. If you're in your 30s, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You feel that pressure of like, it's time to start a family. It's time to, settle down. And I do want, I always was like, I don't know if I want kids. I don't think kids is for me. I'll just be the fabulous auntie, that show up with gifts and travel. But deep down inside, I do want a child. I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a mini me. I want that, I don't know if I'm going to have a whole bunch of kids, but I do want to start with one, and see how it goes. And if it's going good and I'm enjoying motherhood, I'll pop out a few more, but I have an age limit. I say 34, 35 is when I want to have my first baby. No later than that. If it comes later than that, I'll do what I have to do, but literally 34, 35 is when I'm planning to start popping out kids. So I got to get my, get everything together. So, I don't want to start a family. And because, I had a lot of like doubts starting a family because of my childhood trauma. As you guys know, I was sexually abused. And you can tell obviously I will never be over it, but whenever I say it, it's just like a stab in the heart. Like whenever I say it, it's like, damn. But yeah, so I had a lot of reservations about getting pregnant and having a child. Cause it's like, I don't want that to happen to my child because I'm going to go to prison for life. Yeah. So, working with a therapist and being on meds and working on my mental health, I'm learning that, something that happened to you, it doesn't have to control over your life. I don't want that to control my life and to stop me from having a family, stop me from having kids. Like, no. So that's what I'm working through in therapy. So yeah, I'm just letting this dry. But yeah, so he and we both live in New York. So as far as the nursing thing, one of my subscribers, hey girl, I don't know if you're watching this video, she mentioned to me, why don't you be a travel CNA? Okay, y'all, let me just put this back. Let me lay this down. And I was like, prior to becoming a CNA, I didn't even know, I knew about travel nurses. Subscribers recommended being a travel CNA. And I was like, you know what? I never thought of that. So I kind of like, somebody told me that at my job, but I kind of brushed it off like, I'm not about to be traveling, da da da. But when one of my subscribers mentioned it in my video of me updating my life, I actually started researching it, doing tons and tons of research. And I joined Facebook groups. They have tons of travel CNA Facebook groups. I joined a ton of those, did my research, and I actually I went on a whim and I quit my job, y'all. I literally quit my job. I quit it a little bit too fast because I was so dumb. I was like, oh, I can just quit and I'll find a contract immediately. But it doesn't work like that. Like, I quit my job. Luckily, I have other income coming in, luckily. But if I didn't, I would have been asked out. But yeah, I had quit my job, like I would say the beginning of February, because I was going to pursue travel nursing. But I didn't know it would take this long. Literally, it's like so much you got to go through. You got to get recruiters, and a lot of these recruiters don't reply back. A lot of these recruiters are very lazy. I'm not going to say, if you're a recruiter out there, no offense, but I'm not saying that you're lazy, but it's like, I know you got to talk to a bunch of people, but it's like, don't take on too much that you can't take. Like, don't take on 50 something CNAs and you can't reply to all of them in a timely manner because jobs are filling up. It's a pandemic, people need to work. So a lot of these recruiters, they'll hit me up, I'll hit them up, we'll go back and forth, and then nothing for a few days, and then it's just like, it's like annoying. That's what I've been going through, trying to find a recruiter to pay for everything. Another thing is, I don't drive. I told you guys, I'm a New Yorker, I never really had to drive, I don't drive, and a lot of these places, they're like deep in the boondocks, and they want you to drive from your housing to the facility, and it's like, baby, I don't drive. Chat. So I'm gonna have to take a Lyft and Uber, and a lot of these places, they don't have Lyft and Uber. You would think, oh, every place in America has Lyft and Uber. No, they don't. There's a lot of places that I was about to go to that didn't have Lyft and Uber. One place, they were gonna send me And wait, let me just back up. So yeah, I quit my job. I decided to pursue travel nursing. So right now I am unemployed until I become a travel CNA. So that's what's been going on with me. I said I didn't know it took this long. I thought I was just going to get a contract and just be on the way, but it's a lot that you have to think about. First things first, when you become travel CNA, you have to make sure you have enough money, because a lot of the companies, they don't pay for everything up front. Like, you'll get your first check within that week. So if you don't have no money, it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to eat? You have to make sure you have a good amount of savings before you just up and leave. Thankfully, I always save my money. I have savings. That's why I could quit my job, because it was like, you know, I have savings and stuff like that. I'm not just somebody that's broke as fuck and just quit my job. So you have to make sure you have a good savings before you just up and quit your staff job. This is really hard to stay down because it's a very, very tight wig. So if you see it lifting a little bit, I'm going to fix that towards the end. But let me just actually just install the baby hairs around my edges. I had a recruiter that was going to send me somewhere upstate New York, and she said that the place didn't have any Ubers or Lyft. I would have to take a taxi. And I'm like, okay, well, how do I get in contact with this taxi? And she's like, oh, you call them. So I go, I research. The website got like 1 star. It said they never on time. How do you expect me to not be able to get around anywhere except for depending on this one taxi place? They got 1 star. So if I gotta go to work, I gotta call the taxi. What if they late? I'm late to work. If I get up for work and I want to hurry up and go to my hotel, I get mad. It takes mad long for me to go home. Like, I'm not dependent on a taxi service. And then another thing is, it's not nothing you could track the taxi service with. Like, they could take me to a ditch and murder me. I wouldn't know. Nobody would know. Because it's not like a Lyft or Uber where I could send my location to a family member or a loved one and say, this is where I am, this is where I'm going. They could see if anything fishy is going on with, you know, the location. Taxi could take me anywhere. I was like, hell to the no. No. You know, and then they get paid. And then a lot of them, you have to understand, some of them pay for housing, transportation, some of them don't. Some of them, oh, we pay for transportation, but we don't pay for housing. So you got to find your own housing. But they give you a daily stipend, which is like untaxed money. They'll give you let's say $500, $600 in untaxed money that is yours to keep, that you use to rent housing, buy food, whatever you don't use, you put it in your pocket. It's your money. Then you got your check coming from where you work at. That's taxed money. So, you know, I basically, you know, I went through all these, so many freaking recruiters from the time I quit my jobs, like early February. I've been going through so much with these recruiters, and I'm finally almost about to get an assignment. And I could have had an assignment, but I'm not just going to settle for anything. Like, I'm not going to just settle for, oh, because the pay is good, I'm going to be up in the boondocks somewhere, I can't drive, taking a taxi place. No, because that can be a dangerous situation. Like, you have to understand, these recruiters, they don't care. And I realized that. Like, a lot of them do not care. A lot of them, it's just about how many people they can staff at a hospital or the nursing home and money in their pocket. Then, especially being a black woman, you know, racism. Hello, this country was built on it. So a lot of places is not going to be happy with my kind. So, you know, we have a travel CNA group that's literally just for black people, to help warn those who've been to facilities that have been racist and experienced racism to not go. You know, I don't want, you know, there's a lot that's going on in the world with black women going missing, being killed, and da-da-da. I'm not going to risk my life for some money. I don't care how much money. I'm not about to risk my life for some money. So I have to make sure before I take any travel assignment, I know that the housing is good, the housing is safe, my transportation is taken care of, the facility is good, how I get back home is good, how I'm eating is good. I have to make sure all that before I just up and leave. So like I said, I could have had a travel assignment, but I'm like, no, I'm not settling for anything. I want to take my time because my safety is very important. Y'all know I got PTSD. Y'all know I got PTSD, so you know I wasn't going nowhere without making sure everything is safe. Okay, so I found a company that they pay for housing. Well, housing is free. Like, I don't have to pay out of pocket or anything, so I get to stay there for free. Transportation, they don't pay for, but the facility and my hotel isn't within walking distance, so that's great. I don't have to worry about taking a Lyft or taking an Uber or spending money. I can just literally walk to work, walk back home. It's within a good walking distance. So that's good. So all the stipend money that I get from that agency, I keep in my pocket because I'm not spending it on housing. I'm not spending it on transportation. It's literally my money. I literally just probably be spending it on food, and the rest of the money I can save along with my, you know, my weekly check. So that sounded great. So I'm talking to an agency right now about doing that, and I'm almost done finalizing everything, and then I will be on my first travel assignment. I'm on YouTube for so many years and I don't have a vlogging camera. I tried to vlog a few years ago, but I just couldn't really get into it. You know, vlogging is not for everyone as a YouTuber, and that's okay. Don't think because you're a YouTuber you have to do what everybody else is doing. Like me, I kind of like to live in the moment. I'm somebody where if I'm eating at a restaurant, I like to just enjoy the food, enjoy the atmosphere. You know, that's just how I am. And with vlogging, it's like you're not doing that. You're just focused on showing people what you're eating, what you're doing. And sometimes I just need a break from that. So I wasn't, you know, I'm not really into vlogging, but I do want to vlog this experience for any other CNAs out there that want to be a travel CNA and don't know the experience. And, you know, so I want to vlog my daily ups and downs. You know, I'm going to have ups and downs. Sometimes I'm going to be happy, sometimes I'm not. You know, I want to just talk about it. So I'm going to, I'm actually going to get a vlogging camera before I take my first assignment, and I'm going to be vlogging my experience, where I go, and etc, etc. So look out for those vlogs. Just take out some, these edges is getting on my nerves because it's like not staying, child, and it's just looking a mess, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Hey you guys, so I've just been going through it with these recruiters. Like some of these recruiters, like, and then they try to lowball you too. So basically the reason why there's travel CNAs anywhere is because a lot of hospitals and nursing homes are short staffed, especially in places where not a lot of people live. Like if it's not a big population of people like New York City, even New York City's short staffed, because my nursing home I went to my job prior to this was New York City, super short staffed. But before I left, it was becoming better. Like I think they were hiring outside agency people, like travelers or whatever. It was getting better. Like every time I go to work, we would have enough staff, so that's good. So that's why I honestly didn't feel guilty leaving, because it wasn't like I left my job with no staff, and like we was getting a lot of agency people, so it was overstaffed at times, but like we had to send people to different floors. So I didn't really feel bad leaving. I just felt bad because I really missed the residents. That's honestly the only thing I miss about my last job is the residents. I don't care about nobody else. I mean, some of my coworkers was cool, but the residents are deep in my heart. Like they're like family, so I think about them a lot and I miss them. But I have to move on and, you know, make more money. And as a travel CNA, I can make way more money. I felt like it was best for me because I have no children. You know, I'm not married. Yeah, I'm in a relationship, but I'm not married. So it's not like I gotta be home by 5 o'clock to cook for my husband and da-da-da. Like, I don't gotta do all that. So I can enjoy my traveling life for now. I'm trying to get all my wig videos because I have so many new wigs that I bought for you guys that I can't wait to share. So I'm trying to get all that work done. So if you see me uploading regularly, it's because I'm about to get on this travel assignment and I am not going to be able to record because I'm not taking my filming equipment and stuff with me. I'm only going to be vlogging. So when you see me on my travel assignment, I'm only going to be vlogging about my CNA experience. I'm not going to be doing wigs or any of that. I'm a perfectionist, and to do that I have to have my whole setup, my ring light, everything, and I'm not taking that with me. And two, I'm going to have braids in. So that's all I wanted to get into. Because the travel assignments are usually they're different weeks. You could do 6 weeks. I'm taking one that's from 9 to 13 weeks. I can extend it if I want. Like if I like it, I can extend it and I could do another month or so and then come back to, you know, the city. But I'm ultimately doing this so that I can get my own place, because you guys know New York City is super expensive and it's been really hard for me to get my own apartment out here. I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like, oh, you know, like I still live with my family. I'm 31, turning 32, and it's hard out here in New York. Like it's very expensive. Like everything is super expensive. It's always been like this though. So I feel like me being a travel CNA can help me have more money in my pocket, you know, and I can get my own apartment. So that's my plan, is just to make enough money so when I come back, I can get a place for me and my boyfriend, and we can have a place together. And then from there, I can figure out like where my next assignment is going to be, where I'm going to go next, or I can, you know, take sorry y'all. Or I could take a mini vacation, you know, so it's just, you know, I need the money. Like my job wasn't paying that much. I'm not going to go into what my job paid, but it wasn't as much as what I'm getting paid, what I'm about to get paid for these nursing assignments, for this travel CNA stuff. It was nowhere near that. I'm a little sad because this is going to be the first time I don't think I'm going to really like celebrate my birthday. My birthday is in April, and I'll probably be on a travel assignment, God willing, if everything goes well, because I need to get a travel assignment ASAP. I'm tired of being home. You know, like I said, I quit my job a little too early, but I'm tired of being home. But also what I've been doing is, like, before you become a travel CNA, you have to make sure you have your physical, make sure you have your TB shots, make sure you have your MMR updated, make sure you have, there's so much stuff that expires. So like I had to get all that stuff again, because some of it expires within a year, so I had to get all that stuff again. Then you also have to get registered and certified in other states. That's another thing I forgot to say. It's not like you could just apply. I'm certified in New York, obviously, Iowa, West Virginia, Colorado, North Dakota, and I'm about to be registered in Pennsylvania. All of these states are free and online, so it's super easy. You literally apply online. Within the next day or in a few days, you're certified in that state. The rest of the states, you have to pay. Not only do you have to pay, a lot of them are by mail, so it takes time. It's not like 1, 2, 3 email. It's like you have to fill out the application, put forms in, photocopy it, send it in the mail, then they let you know. So it's a lot to go with it, and I didn't really have time to be waiting for all these states to certify me, so I just said, okay, I'm gonna do all the states that are free and online and quick. Using the Edge, what is this? The Edge Maximum Hold. This is Watermelon Edge Fixer Glued. This is my favorite product, and I'm gonna be using my edge brush. So yeah, it's been a lot just to become a travel. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's like a lot. And one day I'll make a whole separate video for that. When I come back from my assignment, I'll make a whole video of talking about my ups and downs, my experiences, everything. But then my boyfriend on the side, he's been focusing on his music and getting signed and all this stuff. So we've just been, you know, trying to get our future together. So when we get married, everything is good. You know? Shit, I'm trying to get married in a few years. I ain't trying to waste no time. But I am a little bummed that I didn't move to LA, but not really, because I feel like LA is somewhere where I want to visit. Like LA is somewhere where I want to go for like a few weeks and like travel and visit and go out for drinks and go to nice restaurants and go partying and stuff like that. I just don't feel like LA is somewhere where I want to live. Like the weather is amazing. The weather is amazing. That's one thing I love about LA. Like I like to show my body. That's just how I am. I've always been like that. So I like to wear little dresses, have some cleavage showing. I like my curves to show. I like my legs out. I love wearing sandals. I love my toes out. So I love a warm environment. That's one thing I love about LA. You could just literally just throw on shorts, little t-shirt, little jeans jacket, and you're good to go. So I started a new medication. You guys know I'm on Prozac. I'm on antidepressants, SSRI, fluoxetine. I'm trying to say all the proper terms. So I'm on Prozac, and I realized that I'm on the highest dose right now. It helps me. It works for me. And you know, I was telling my doctor the other day, I've been having problems with sleeping. Like I'll be sleeping and I'll wake up at like 6:30 and be up. Then I'll start getting tired around 12, and then I'll nap for the afternoon, especially because I'm not working now. I'll nap for the afternoon and then wake up. Like my sleep schedule has been horrible. So I told my doctor that, and he prescribed me some a new medication. I forgot the name, but it's to help me sleep. And I took it yesterday, child. And I overslept. Like I'm still tired. Like I still feel drowsy and sleepy. Like I feel like after this, I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go right back into bed. Like it makes me super drowsy. So I don't know if, because when you start new medications, it always feels like that. Like when you start a new medication, it's always bad to me. Like it's always all the side effects come at one time. And then eventually, as your body gets used to it, it starts to relax. So I feel like maybe it's my body just getting used to it. That's why I'm super sleepy. I'm not super sleepy, but I still feel a little tired. So I'm gonna keep on it and see if it works. But if I become tired like throughout the whole day, I gotta stop, because I have to work and stuff. I can't be sleeping at work and shit, and I have to take care of, like, you know, watch, you know, my residents and stuff like that. So thing is, a lot of these companies, they do tuition reimbursement. So, you know, they help you get your degree and stuff like that. And I still want to become a nurse. Don't get me wrong. Don't think that because I'm doing this traveling CNA, I'm just going to forget about it. But right now, I got to make my money. You know, right now, I got to survive. So I don't have, you know, I'm going to go back to school for nursing eventually, but I want to at least, and plus I'm in debt. I'm not in debt, but I got a loan. I took out a loan because you guys know I went to college in my early 20s and I went to beauty school and I didn't finish. So I have all that loan I have to pay back. And that's kind of been holding me back from getting a nice place because my credit is not where it should be because of the loan. So what I've been focusing on right now is just paying that loan off. My credit is getting higher. Everything is getting better. So I know once I take this assignment, I'll have enough money to pay off some of my loan. My credit gets higher. I can get a nice place and just continue the cycle. Fix this wig. I don't think I should thin it out because I kind of like it this length. But you know what? It's supposed to be crimped, but it's like... It looks crimped, but it's also like a puffy crimp. But I'm just gonna like take a little bit of hair out of it using my thinning shears because it is a little bit thick around the neck. So just gonna take a little bit of hair out. Just, whew, okay. Okay, so. This is how the hair came out, honey. This is how the baby hairs is looking. I couldn't find anything to match with this hair, and then I found this dress that I haven't worn in like 6 summers, so I just put it on because this is such like a weird color. It's like I don't have a lot of stuff to match with it, and I was tired of wearing all black with a colorful wigs. Wig installed. So that's all for this video. Let me know what you think below, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. And sorry y'all, it's like I said, I'm out of it. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.